Hey, what is up, fellow raiders? This is Vulcan Dan, and in today's Raid Shadow Legends video, I will show you the top 3 bomb champions who are, in my opinion, the best ones to deal with the new Doom Tower boss, BOMMAL the DREADHORN. Alright, let's get to it. I want to make this a very short video. Okay, let's start with the top one first. The best bomb champion, in my opinion, is Astralis. Of course, she has this bomb on her A2 4-turn cooldown. This is a 2 bomb. It's a 100% chance to land, cannot be resisted. Now she also has this nice A1 with the turn meter fill for all of your allies if this attack is critical, so you do want to put her in crit rate gloves. Now the reason why this A1 is so good is because, of course, you want to get as much turns as you can before the boss does anything on his side, but also you would want to bring revivers against this boss because you can expect to die a lot, especially for your squishy bomb champions. So this A1 will make sure that your revived champions will get back to their revives as soon as they can, you know, with a turn meter fill, because revives tend to have a very long cooldown. So this A1 would definitely be very helpful. And yeah, so having just this A1 and A2, her A3 doesn't really help much because you can't use this on a boss. But if her HP drops below 20% when attacked, this can also grant you an extra turn, so that might come in handy. But yeah, it's more of for Astralis A1 and A2, and this is 2 bombs. A lot of the other champions, especially the epic ones, they only place 1 bomb, so having 2 bombs that detonate after 1 turn is definitely an excellent skill. So Astralis, very simple build, just give her a lot of 100% crit rate, a lot of speed, a lot of accuracy as well. And because the bombs of the Doom Tower boss cannot be removed, and you cannot block these debuffs, you would want to put your champions in high resist. So it would be nice to, of course, put your Astralis in some resistance as well. So she has this nice 30 resist to start with, so at least that's a good thing right there. All right, number 2, in my opinion, is this epic champion. Yes, not a legendary, but epic. He has this A1 and A2 that decreases the bomb detonation countdown by 1 turn, and his bomb in A2, in his A3 that hits twice, and each hit has a 100% cooldown of placing a bomb that detonates after 3 turns. So this is the rare epic, or one of, I think he's the only epic champion that does 2 bombs on a single hit. Well, on a single skill. It does hit twice, but yeah, technically it's just a single skill, 3-turn cooldown, 2 bombs. This is why Souldrinker is such an excellent champion. And he has this passive that whenever he dies, he will place a bomb on the enemy as well. So you will expect to die a lot in this fight, so bring a reviver, and Souldrinker would, of course, bring a lot of utility. I was actually debating which one would be the better bomb champion. Should it be Souldrinker or Astralis? And I went with Astralis because while you do want Souldrinker to die, you don't want him dying every single turn. So of course this will add those nice little bombs every now and then. But I really do want Astralis A1 that increases the turn meter of all of your team. And yeah, so but Souldrinker comes in a very close second in my opinion. All right, and the last one is an Ogryn Tribe epic, Grunch. Yes, so I didn't put another legendary other than Astralis in this top 3 because Grunch, you know, he has this block buff in his A1. Now, of course, you might be thinking, but we don't want to place any other debuff on the boss other than bombs, because if you do, he will place bombs on you. Yes, that is true, but block buff is actually pretty useful because you don't want him placing that increased attack on himself. So if you're able to block that increased attack from landing on himself, then you can at least reduce some of the bomb damage that you are receiving. And yeah, you can of course also try to resist the bombs that he will place on you by placing, you know, whenever you place these debuffs on the boss. If you build Grunch with a high enough resistance, maybe he won't be landing those bombs on you all of the time. So yeah, so that's one tip right there. We Plarium is making us build our champions with more resistance. All right, so he has this bomb on his A2, and he has this nice little A3 right here that removes all debuffs from all allies. Now you can't remove the bombs, but you can remove the HP burn. He has that HP burn on the boss's A2. You can remove those. And yeah, you have that continuous heal for on each ally for every debuff removed. So this is not that great of a skill, but it does bring at least some utility to help you get rid of those HP burns. And the reason why I put Grunch in number 3 is because of his passive right here. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 10% whenever a bomb debuff detonates on an enemy. Now, Grunch will ideally not be your primary bomber in your team. So if you're bringing Grunch, hopefully you have either Souldrinker and Astralis or Astralis to help you out with the bombs. And just imagine the bombs that Astralis and or Souldrinker are putting on the boss. This passive will proc so many times, giving you more turn meter, bringing your revivers cooldown on the revives back a lot faster. So yeah, so having Grunch with his passive right here does bring a lot of synergy with Souldrinker and Astralis, which is why I placed him number 3. Now, so that's my top 3. Why didn't I choose the other legendary bomb champions such as Warmother and Lord Chazar? Warmother's okay. She does place two bombs, which is good, you know, but she has this A1 that places the decreased attack. Now, decreased attack is also a useful debuff against the boss, because of course you want to decrease the bomb damage that you are receiving, but she places this twice. Each hit places a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns, which means the boss will place 2 bombs on Warmother every time she does this, and it's on her A1. So she will be doing this skill a lot. And while you are expecting that your champions will die sooner or later, you don't want them dying every turn or every other turn, which is what will happen with Warmother, because she will keep on placing this and she will keep on dying because, you know, she'll have a ton of bombs on her because of her A1. And yeah, but Warmother could probably come at number 4 or number 5. I just you could do that or with Lord Chazar. Both of them are either number 4 or number 5. Lord Chazar's A1 doesn't really bring much, you know, it's just a triple hitter that increases the damage for each debuff on the target. This is okay. Most of your damage on the boss will definitely be bomb damage, so this one not very useful. He has this nice little increased attack and block debuff on himself with an extra turn, so this is nice, you know, that will increase his bomb damage, but I don't think it's that important. Block debuff will not help you out with the bombs because those bombs cannot be blocked, and of course he can also remove the buff that you place on yourself, and when he removes buff, a lot of other nasty things will happen. But yeah, he does place two bombs and decrease the detonation countdown by 1 turn if this attack is critical. So yes, he's okay. So Warmother, Lord Chazar, they're somewhere in that 4 to 5, but I do think that Souldrinker and Grunch are a lot better than these 2. All right, so that is it. I hope you're ready for Doom Tower next week when we get BOMMAL, the DREADHORN, and the other one, I think her name was Astralis, the Dark Fae. Yeah, so it's they're trying to make these new Doom Tower bosses very challenging, and I know this Doom Tower is intended to be for endgame content. So if you're a more of a newer player in this game, I hope you have at least some of the other bomb champions. I think they will do well for you in the early stages, but if you're in the later stages of normal Doom Tower or in hard, then you might want to use these top 3 bomb champions that I mentioned, and I hope you have them. But either way, I hope you're having fun with Raid. It is a nice challenge. So yeah, hope you found this useful. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.